It's often interesting to see royals who are now in their 80s being described as sort of having stepped back from public life. Well, Catherine's still working on her charities, even though she's well beyond retirement age.
For years, people have rumored that there is growing tension between Prince William and his uncle, Prince Andrew. Whispers of their strained relations increased, but nothing was confirmed. That changed during a royal event, where one moment made headlines. In front of cameras and surprised spectators, Prince Andrew gave Catherine, Princess of Wales, a cold and piercing stare. What happened next was historic. What did he do? Why has this moment affected the royal family? Join us as we reveal the truth. The feud between Prince William and Prince Andrew. To understand the royal rift, we need to look at its beginnings. It all started with a rude comment from Prince Andrew about Kate Middleton. Insiders say this comment was not a casual remark. It was unkind, jealous, and poorly timed, coming just after Queen Elizabeth II's death, when the family should have been united. Royal biographer Andrew Loney explains in his book The Fall of the House of York that Andrew targeted Kate when she was stepping up in her role at a difficult time. While the family was grieving and supporting each other, he made rude jabs about her behind closed doors. Loney suggests it came from resentment. Kate has been a symbol of grace and stability for the monarchy. Many see her as the fresh face the royal family needs. But Andrew mocked her instead of supporting her, showing his jealousy. For Prince William, this was not just an insult, it felt personal. Kate is his partner as they modernize the monarchy, and hearing his uncle criticize her pushed him to cut ties with Andrew. This conflict didn't just come from one comment, it grew from Andrew's scandals and the family's struggle to handle him. Andrew was once a well-regarded figure, the Queen's second son and a Navy hero. However, his connection to Jeffrey Epstein led to significant issues. An interview in 2019 aimed at improving his image only made things worse. He denied serious accusations, but gave awkward excuses that made the public lose trust in him. In January 2022, Queen Elizabeth removed Andrew's military titles, patronages, and official titles. This was a massive blow for someone like Andrew, who relied on these perks. He still hopes to make a comeback, believing time can heal wounds. However, William and Charles view him as a source of scandal and think he cannot be part of the royal family without harming its reputation. As tensions continue, royal insiders say William is frustrated, viewing his uncle as someone who takes benefits but avoids responsibility. William wants to show an image of duty and progress, while Andrew's controversies pull the family backward. The comment about Kate was a breaking point. It disrespected not only her, but also William and their shared vision for the crown's future. Sources indicate that William firmly decided to cut off Andrew from royal activities. He clarified that under his watch, and eventually as king, Andrew won't regain a public role. This isn't revenge, it's about protecting the monarchy from further scandal. Meanwhile, King Charles finds himself in a challenging position. He has a childhood bond with Andrew, and has shown some support during difficult times. Remember, he even helped Andrew with a financial loan for his U.S. settlement related to Epstein. Despite this, Andrew's damage to the royal family's reputation is significant. The public demands accountability, and Andrew's involvement is considered a disgrace. Charles wants to maintain family unity, but William sees things differently. For him, Andrew is out. There are no second chances. Discussions about helping Andrew often lead to arguments, with William insisting that protecting the monarchy's future is the priority. You can see this tension in small actions. For example, during Kate's 2024 Christmas Carol service, Andrew and Sarah Ferguson did not attend. Insiders believe William and Kate wanted to avoid any drama. At Easter 2025, Andrew attended church while William and Kate stayed away. Some interpret this as a clear message. These subtle actions show William is determined to keep Andrew sidelined. As Andrew continues to hope for redemption, he oversteps and damages his chances. This situation raises the question: should we consider William's firm approach or Charles's preference for family loyalty? Share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for the following discussion. Prince Andrew's stare at the Duchess of Kent's funeral. On September 16, 2025, the funeral for the Duchess of Kent was very somber. Westminster Cathedral felt heavy and quiet, with soft organ music and simple flowers creating a respectful atmosphere. The streets were lined with crowds who respected the occasion, not the large numbers seen at other royal funerals, but the feeling of genuine loss was precise. Inside, King Charles sat at the front. Camilla skipped it due to health issues, while Princess Anne showed her classic royal composure. Then Prince Andrew arrived with Sarah Ferguson, making things awkward. Nobody expected their appearance. They had kept a low profile since 2019, much like Harry, after leaving for America. The service went on without a hitch. Prayers and hymns, including her favorite Ave Verum Corpus, with everyone bowing their heads. However, Andrew did not follow suit. He kept looking around, especially at Catherine, and wore a strange half-smile. This behavior felt out of place and showed a lack of respect for the Duchess, who had dedicated her life to the family and the monarchy. As the service wrapped up, Andrew started moving closer to people, trying to engage them in conversation or a handshake, completely missing the event's tone. The family ignored him. No nods, no smiles, just serious expressions. Sarah tried to ease the tension with a quiet remark or a smile, but it didn't work. The atmosphere was cold. Andrew continued to push for interaction, looking around for any sign of connection, with frustration growing. The peak awkward moment came when, after the final hymn, people stood up for prayers. Andrew moved close to William and Kate in the aisle. With his hand on Kate's back, William stared ahead, showing their unity. Kate remained steady and veiled beside him. Andrew leaned in, perhaps wanting to say something, but got nothing in return. William did not look at him or acknowledge him at all. Kate supported William completely, showing no response to Andrew. Their silence said more than words could express, marking a firm, "Not today." The tension was thick. It was unusual to see senior royals treat someone like that, especially at a funeral. After the service, during the coffin procession, William guided Kate, both moving together, while Andrew and Sarah trailed behind in awkwardness. Cameras captured the stark divide. But it didn't stop there. After the funeral, Andrew did not leave quietly or apologize. Instead, he was seen driving away in a Range Rover, his first public appearance since his recent troubles. He showed no remorse, which upset many fans and insiders. It felt disrespectful to the Duchess's memory and against royal customs. To understand why this situation felt so wrong, we must look at the Duchess of Kent's legacy and how it adds depth to Andrew's actions. What do you think about Andrew's behavior at the funeral? Was it tone-deaf or desperate? The legacy of the Duchess of Kent. To understand why Prince Andrew's behavior at the Duchess of Kent's funeral felt so wrong, we must first look at who she was. Catherine Lucy. Mary Worsley was born on February 22, 1933, at Hovingham Hall in Yorkshire. Her family was respected English gentry, but not royalty. Growing up, she enjoyed the peaceful countryside, nature, and music. Little Catherine showed her talent early, playing the piano and violin. While other kids were lost in fantasy, she preferred walks, practicing music, and family dinners. She carried that warmth with her throughout her life. Catherine attended Queen Margaret's School in York and then studied teaching in Oxford. For her, teaching was a way to help children find their passion. 1961, her life changed when she married Prince Edward, Duke of Kent, Queen Elizabeth II's cousin. Their wedding at York Minster was a big event, the first major royal wedding shown on television after the war, and it captured the nation's attention. Suddenly, she became the Duchess of Kent and took on royal duties: events, hospital openings, and charity work. Unlike many royals, she was shy and humble. Instead of seeking the spotlight, she preferred to have honest conversations in small groups. As Duchess, she visited schools, talked to children about their dreams, and encouraged them to play instruments. She was known for listening and caring. People appreciated her kindness. In 1994, she made a significant change by converting to Roman Catholicism, a big deal since most royals had been Anglican for centuries. She did this quietly, following her faith without any fanfare. Then in 1996, she surprised everyone by stepping back from royal duties. Instead of traveling, she chose to teach music in Hull, an area facing challenges. There, she was just Mrs. Kent. Many children didn't know she was a duchess. They only saw a kind woman who believed everyone could sing. She started choirs, gave out instruments, and encouraged shy kids. Many parents had no idea their child's teacher was part of the royal family. 2002, she took her humility even further by giving up her HRH title. While many royals hold on to such titles, she let it go for a simpler life. In 2004, she launched Future Talent, a program that connects underprivileged children with musical talent to lessons and instruments they could not afford. Many students went on to have successful careers, thanking her for believing in them when no one else did. Her marriage to Edward had its challenges, and although they grew apart, she never discussed their issues publicly. She valued her privacy and maintained her loyalty. Additionally, she loved animals, especially dogs, which brought her comfort amid royal life. What made the Duchess of Kent truly special? She had no scandals. While other royals faced controversies, she remained steady, showing that royals can serve with humility and dedication. Understanding her legacy makes Prince Andrew's behavior at her funeral feel even more shocking. What part of her story do you like best? The teaching role or her decision to drop the title? The stark contrast. Duchess of Kent versus Prince Andrew. The difference between the Duchess of Kent and Prince Andrew is huge. They handled royal life differently, making Andrew's recent troubles stand out even more. The Duchess said, "I couldn't really answer because I was nervous then. Then I realized that music is so much more popular than football." This shows her humble and caring nature. Instead of holding on to her title and privileges, she chose to step away from the spotlight. She taught music in tough classrooms in Hull, becoming Mrs. Kent and helping kids who needed support. Her legacy is of service, compassion, and faith, strengthening the royal family with her quiet heroism. On the other hand, Andrew held on to his royal status tightly until it was taken away. He faced scandals linked to Epstein, a disastrous Newsnight interview where he showed arrogance and offered no real answers, and a messy settlement that led to his exile. While she chose to walk away gracefully, he brought constant controversy to the family. At the Duchess's funeral, a day meant to honor her life, Andrew's smirks and stares, especially at Kate, felt disrespectful. He disrespected not just William and Catherine, but also a woman who dedicated herself to helping others without drama. That's why William's cold treatment of Andrew was so powerful. He wasn't just protecting his wife from Andrew's behavior, he was upholding the Duchess's values, something Andrew never understood. In the royal family, legacy matters. The Duchess built hers with heart and humility, while Andrew left behind a trail of mistrust. His behavior at her send-off was unacceptable. William stood firm as a husband, heir, and protector of the royal values. This shows us true power comes from lifting others rather than clinging to titles. The Duchess exemplified this, while Andrew serves as a warning. What's your opinion on the conflict between William and Andrew? Is it fair play, or has it gone too far? Let me know in the comments. Like this if it helped you understand better, share with a royal fan, and subscribe for more insights. Check out the following video on your screen. You won't want to miss it.